him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Schmack-o-my-gob, it's time for the only news that matters. And during a recent interview with Steve-O, Gene Simmons discusses a variety of topics. And he says he discovered a different way of touring as the leader of the Gene Simmons Band compared to Kiss. He said the Gene Simmons Band has already headlined, oh goodness, we were in South America and Sao Paulo, and so we're going to Europe to headline festivals and other stuff. And just having a lot of fun. By the way, I designed a business model that is just semi-genius. I show up with my guitar pick. That's it. There's no manager, no roadies, no trucks, no equipment. Everything is provided from the promoter. The flights, the hotels, all the amplifiers, the drums, everything is rented locally. That's the promoter's cost. And whatever 6 figures or more amount there is, I pocket. The former Kiss Demon bassist then dropped the bombshell about earning more money per show with his new band than with his former one, despite Kiss headlining arenas, stadiums, and festivals throughout the world. He said, I literally make more money per gig being Gene Simmons as a Gene Simmons Band than I did in Kiss. You don't have the 60-man crew, 3 double-deckers, private jets that's on call 7 days a week, and 20 or 24 tractor trailers. And while it seems as if Gene would like to take credit for designing this business model, it was one that Chuck Berry infamously utilized for years, and in fact was seemingly even more extreme, since Berry often enlisted the aids of pickup bands for his performances, whereas Gene Simmons has a backing band. In a feature for Billboard from 2017, it was pointed out that it fell to the local promoters to dig up 2 Fender Dual Showman amps for Berry, or risk a $2,000 penalty, and a backup band. So there you go. Gene Simmons makes more now touring than he did with Kiss. Gene Simmons lies a lot. And for some reason, I don't know, I believe this one, but I could be wrong. It could be another one of his lies. But for some reason, maybe, yeah, with all the cost of the pyro and all the people that are there, but at the same time, man, if I remember correctly, Kiss was being paid $1 million per gig. I mean, come on. $1 million per gig. Take out all the road crew, all the money that they take. Gene makes more in his solo band than now. I don't know. Why do I believe it? I don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker like a lot of you, which I want to bring up part 2 of my Gene Simmons news from last week, where he claims that, you know, he fired Ace and Peter, or as one of my cool subscribers, he's a cool dude, left a comment saying he never said he fired them. He said he let them go. I'm like, there's a difference? But that's not the bad comment I got. The real dumb one, and I'm sorry, man, but it's a dumb comment, was the one that wrote, it doesn't matter if what Gene says. You know, fact is, Ace and Peter made their bed. And I'm like, no, number one, it does matter. And if Ace and Peter made their bed, which actually I agree, you know, they both messed up. Well, Peter in the early days. And Ace messed up all through the the Kiss years. Not denying that. That's a fact. But well, if I can't deny that, I can also not deny Gene Simmons lied when he said he fired Ace Frehley. Oh, I'm sorry, not fired. When he said he let go Ace Frehley. He never let go Ace Frehley. All right? They did let go Peter Criss early and later. But Ace Frehley, you know, as much as he made his bed, and the farewell tour, Ace never quit. Ace never quit. That's another comment. Ace never quit. It's like, he always quit. After that farewell tour, he didn't go back. Ace never went back to Kiss, even as bad and pathetic he was when he was with that Rachel girl, saying stuff like, if you don't let me back in Kiss, I'm gonna blab and say stuff. And then later he went to on Eddie Trunk. Yeah, if Paul doesn't apologize, I'm gonna let out a lot of crap next week here on the Eddie Trunk Show. What happens? Paul calls Ace before that week is up, and Ace is like, "What's up, Paul?" And Paul's like, "Fuck you, Ace," and hung up on him. So, even more reason to blab about Paul, right? No. He goes back on Eddie Trunk and he admits, Paul called me and said F you Ace and hung up on me. And I decided I'm not going to blab anything about Paul. Because some people, like he was saying, like, I don't know, attorneys or some shit. I'm bullshit. I ain't going to say it. Because you know what, man? He never was going to say it. All four members, well, Peter Criss been great. Because he's been, just enjoying life and, enough of this Kiss bullshit. Where the other three are still going at it. And it's funny. There'll always be Kiss news because of this wacky behavior by these three members of Kiss. And I was thinking this the other day too, how both Gene and Paul always talk about the infamous card game that Ace Frehley had to go to when they were recording Sweet Pain. I don't know how Ace Frehley's guitar solo for Sweet Pain ended up on Resurrection if he went to a card game. But that's besides the point. That's a story they have told over and over and over again. Now let's talk about what Gene and Paul haven't played on. You think Paul played on every song on Unmasked and Dynasty, or and Kiss Alive 2 studio tracks for all I know. I know Gene didn't play on Still Love You. That's Eric Carr on the bass. But Gene didn't play on Shandy. I know Shandy, it's all Paul with some drummer. And they all didn't play on stuff. They always also bring up, Peter Criss didn't play on Dynasty, and Ace Frehley didn't play on Sweet Pain. But all through the 80s, when Gene Simmons was trying to be a movie star, he didn't play on a lot of those songs. I know some of it was played by Jean Bleu. But yeah, man, come on, man. It's just more of them, pointing at Ace and Peter over stuff that they do themselves. And, I'm not here to defend Ace and Peter. I'm really not, because I'll tell you something about Ace right now. And holy crap, has anybody seen that footage of Ace Frehley in Orlando? Holy crap. I've seen horrible Ace performances throughout years. But man, this one took the cake. It was horrible. The beginning of Shout Out Loud was a disaster, and Ace stopped singing here and there, and I don't know. And the things that guy would say. between songs. I don't know, man. I'm not here accusing Ace of anything because I don't know, and I don't want to say that, oh, Ace is this, Ace is that. I'm not close to him. I don't know enough. But boy, what he was saying in between songs sounded like somebody on drugs or alcohol. Not saying he is, not accusing him of popping pain pills, like Rachel said. Not accusing any of that. I'm just saying his behavior was very drug-induced. You know what it is to go up on stage and say, my ex, Rachel, is suing me for millions of dollars. So I got to fly to San Diego, and she's going to lose because I have a lot of witnesses, and she's going down. I'm thinking, shouldn't you not talk about this before you go to court for a case? What the hell? And then talking about Hell's Angels, and I'm from the Bronx, and people try to break into my house, I'll kill them. And oh my God, it was just weird, man. It was very bizarre. And yeah, he bashes Kiss. During it, he's like, and we don't play tapes. You know, we're completely live. And I'm like, maybe you should play tapes because this is really bad. I mean, he's got a good backing band, but they can't carry him. Ace must be surrounded by yes people that just feed him everything he wants to sing. Because Ace does not notice how much he sucks now. At all. He doesn't notice this at all. Because he's surrounded by yes people that are like, dude, you're awesome. This is great. You played so good tonight. You're Ace Frehley. You're a god. Ah, man. I love Ace, man. He's my favorite member of Kiss, but Jesus Christ. There's no way I would go pay to see him live now. There's no way. I mean, the guy just doesn't care. And he's supplied by yes people. And plus the set list, man. You know, I don't want to see Ace play Love Gun in Detroit Rock City, Rockin' All Night. I want to hear like songs like Lost in Limbo. I like to see live. Stranger in a Strange Land, Insane. I love to see all that. Space Invader. You know, all those songs, man. I like to see them do a lot of solo stuff. And yeah, throw in, you know, your Kiss songs. Shock Me, 2000 Man, Hard Times, and so on, man. But promoters, I think it's the promoters that pay Ace to say, you know, hey, Ace, I'm paying you. You got to go up there and do Rock and Roll All Night. That may be the case. Gene Simmons also has a really shitty set list now. And that may be the case as well. Because promoters want the casuals to come in. I guess. I don't know. All I know is that I want to thank each and every one of you watching The Only News That Matters. And please leave a comment below what you feel about, you know, is Gene making more than Kiss now? And who cares? I really don't care, but it's Kiss Wednesday, and this is Kiss News. The only Kiss News that matters on Kiss Wednesday. That's why you're seeing this here. So thanks again, everybody. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Ring that little notification bell. And please like the video for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a cob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so never more shall we see you again.